Good morning guys, welcome back to another video with me. If you're new, my name is Amy. I've been on a weight loss journey for the last couple of years following the Starch Solution and using the principles of calorie density, and I've lost 60 pounds in the process. I want to show you what I eat every single day, or most days anyway, as a busy mom, and how I make this lifestyle work for me, throw delicious food together, massive portions of food every single day to get and stay lean. I currently have a Romy on my back. She woke up at like 5 o'clock this morning, which was lovely. So I'm knackered, we're all knackered, but she's knackered, and luckily enough for her, she actually gets to go back to sleep. So anyway, she's flat out, but I've taken this opportunity and I've just gone for a lovely walk down to the shops to go and buy some food that I need for today, because we're doing a lovely moussaka later. So I need some aubergines and some cauliflower for the cheesy sauce and stuff. So getting my steps in, carried a bag of shopping, Romy on my back, and I got my food. So I'm feeling pretty good. And this morning I've woken up with like, come on, let's do everything kind of morning. Sometimes I don't feel like that, but this morning I do. So I've woken up, I pre-made my veggies whilst I was getting everything ready with the kids, taking Abe to school. So I've got my veggies, just reheating them up right now. So I've also made a really nice raspberry quinoa bake, which Romy and I will be taking out with us and having for breakfast. So we're going to be going out to see some friends today, and I'm getting loads. Today I'm focusing on lots of walking, clearly. We're going to a place called Gibbside, which is an amazing National Trust place. Loads of greenery and a lovely park and stuff. It's about a 40-minute walk away, and I'm just going to walk it and I'm going to walk back, and I've already got some walking in. So today's a day of walking and I'm very excited about it. In the weekend I don't get much walking in, so the weekday is where I really try and prioritize it. So anyway, let me take you through to the kitchen and I'll show you what I've got going on. Okay, so I've got my veggies on the go. I've got broccoli, courgette, and then half of one tiny carrot, so there's barely any carrot in there. Let me give you a quick little grocery haul and show you what I got from the shops really quickly. So I always buy more than I intend to buy. Nothing I can do about that. Food just calls to me. So I had to buy some kale because it was slightly discounted, and I thought, actually, it was discounted by 20p, so not very much. Anyway, I thought it'd be nice to have some kale for lunch, so I thought kale would be good. We're also running out of tofu, so I bought a thing of tofu. I've got some avocado for the kids, and I thought I might use some avocado as like a dressing for the kale anyway, because I haven't had that in ages, and that's really yummy. I've got the cauliflower, like I said, for a lovely cheesy bechamel-y sauce for the moussaka this evening, as well as 2 more aubergines. I've got 2, but I want to make a massive batch, so I thought I'd need another 2. I've also got a carrot and 2 more courgettes to kind of go in with like the lentil-y mincy stuff. And then we ran out of some milk, so I need to get a bit of milk. But darn, I tell you what, that was a heavy bag to carry, and I need to walk right up a hill from the shops. And I was like, oh my God. Yeah, some days if you don't feel like you have time to do like exercise, just try and move your body as much as possible. Get up and down, walk around the block, walk to the shops, try and not use your car so much. That's a great way of just getting a load of extra movement without having to do like exercise. We need to head out the door in about half an hour, and my raspberry bake is not ready yet, so I need to wait for that. Gonna quickly stuff my veggies in my face. Let's go. Oh man, I've actually woken up really hungry this morning, so I am very excited about these veggies. Oh my gosh. So I didn't actually end up filming yesterday because we were out and about all day with friends and stuff, but I made the most incredible pineapple like fried rice, or unfried rice, last night. Oh my God, it was so good. So I'm going to replicate that for lunch again today, because like, wow, I don't know why I don't make that on a regular basis, because I love pineapple. Veggies hit the spot every time. I thought I would take this opportunity while Romy's actually asleep to have a quick chat to you guys. So I want to start chatting more about like weight loss tips and tricks and strategies, because I know I don't really chat about that very often in the larger sense. So I'm going to try my best at answering some of you guys' questions that you leave down below. And I think there was a question the other day about somebody who really struggles with when they go out to friends, family, party, like whatever it is, to stop themselves from eating all of the junk food while they're there. So that is a major problem, and I struggled with that for like years and years. So firstly, to say everybody's different. So different strategies will work for different people. So for me, I had a massive food addiction, which I know a lot of people do as well, but anyway, mine was like super real. So what I had to do, and obviously I was also very lucky because I started my weight loss journey through COVID when you couldn't really go out. So that was convenient. So for the first 6 months, I didn't really go out. There wasn't really getting together with friends or anything like that. So, I mean, it was a fantastic time to kind of make this change. But if you find it like that hard, maybe just don't go out for a certain amount of time, maybe a month or whatever it is you feel like you need to establish some real good, healthy eating core habits first. So, you know, that is something that won't work for everybody, and not everyone has such food addiction as I did, but sometimes maybe that's just what you need. However, there's loads of other things that you can do if you don't want to do that, and if your food addiction is like medium level. So the first thing I would say is, if I'm going out anywhere, I mean, you guys know a lot of this stuff anyway because you see what I do, but I will just kind of, sometimes just saying out loud is helpful, at least to me anyway. So the first thing I do is I make sure I eat food before I go out. Now this seems really weird, like if I'm going out for a meal with my family, why am I going to eat some food before I go out and eat some food? That's just me consuming double the amount of calories, right? Well, not really, because I know that the food at the restaurant is super calorific. It's covered in oil and probably vegan butter and all those kinds of things. We have a very sleepy Rummy. Would you like a booby? Yeah. Okay, where was I? So, yes, it may seem counterproductive to eat food before you go out, but the food at a restaurant is so highly packed full of calories that, basically, take it back. Every person eats the same amount, vaguely the same like volume of food every single day. So you're probably going to eat the same volume of food at that meal, regardless of whether you have some food at home and then have some food out, or whether you just go out. I know for myself, if I go out for a meal, I'm a volume eater, I'm going to need to eat a lot of food. I'm probably going to have starter, main and puddings and drinks, and probably maybe even more. So I know that if I eat a meal before I go out, that is low calorie density, really great in volume, really satisfying because I've got my starch, got my veggies, all that kind of good Starch Solution stuff. And then when I go out, I might have some food. Firstly, a lot of the time I don't fancy a lot of food or any food because I'm actually like super stuffed. So I end up maybe just having like some crudité or some hummus or something like that if I need to. But even if you are going to eat out at that restaurant or something, you will eat much less of it. You'll eat such a tiny portion of it, and the overall calories consumed for that meal will be so much less just because you've decided to eat some food at home, which is lovely low calorie density stuff. So let's say you're going out for a party or something. I go to a lot of kids' birthdays and there's always like biscuits and all that kind of stuff around, and they cater to veganism because they know even Romy are vegan. So it could be hard. I could just end up snaffing on all the biscuits, but I bring food with me as well as eating food beforehand. So the food that I bring with me to a party isn't something I'm kind of like meh about. I want the food that I bring with me to be something really exciting. So for me at the moment, I've kind of got myself to a level where most foods are quite exciting. Whether it's big, overnight oats or massive sushi bowl or something like that's amazing to me. But if you're not at that level yet and you want to take something like super tasty, why don't you take like loads of sweet potato brownies, or like take some Starch Solution friendly muffins. Basically make your own healthy alternatives to what they might have there. Make some chocolate cookies, like oat banana chocolate cookies, and then when everyone else is eating their cookies, you bring out your cookie, and then you're not feeling like you're missing out on anything. So that's something that I did for a really long time, is just make loads of healthy alternatives. I still do that now. It obviously also depends where you're going, of course, and who you're going with. Are you able to have a frank conversation with the person, with the people you're going out with? Say, look, this is what I'm trying to do at the moment. I might find it difficult. Do you mind not putting all of the cookies and stuff out on the main table? Could you have them on the side table or something? And could you have the main table with loads of fruit? Or how about you say, I'll bring a massive fruity platter and we can all share that together or something. So you can bring stuff, but you can chat to the people who are involved, and if they love you and if they care about you, they're going to try and help you out on this. I mean, that's a great form of accountability, just telling someone about it, even if you're going with your husband or your best friend or something, or your kids even. Do just say to them, look, I'm not going to be having any of the cookies and the cakes and stuff. I'm going to be bringing my amazing stuff, whatever it is that you love, and I'm going to be eating that. And because you've said it out loud and you've told somebody that that's what you're going to do, it's going to be much harder if they're watching you for you to go and then just like eat all the donuts and everything, because you've kind of said it out loud, and that can be really helpful. For me, that's obviously what I did, not only to my husband and stuff, but I also was very vocal about what I was doing on Instagram as well. And that was a method of me being accountable. So I would take photos of every single thing I ate. And I said, I know that sounds ridiculous. Obviously, you don't have to do that. That's just something that helped me. And I posted it on Instagram as a way of staying accountable. So find a way of staying accountable. Anyway, those are all the thoughts I can think of at the moment. There's probably loads more. If I think of more, I'll let you know. Okay, so this is my quinoa bake. Okay, it exploded out the side because I put baking powder in at the very end because I totally forgot and I didn't mix it in properly, so now it's exploded. But if you look at the non-exploded side, it is super, super good. And look at that. Oh my God, this is going to be amazing. It needs to cool slightly, so I need to let it cool before we go, and I'm going to take this with us on the go. It's going to be a lovely little... This will be a great little breakfast on the go. If you are going to work or something, just make a big batch at the beginning of the week. Slicey, and then just take that to work with you. But yeah, I'm very excited because it smells incredible. So I'm sorry I did not show you the recipe for this quinoa bake, but I did it super early in the morning and all the babies are squeaking. I'll try and leave it down below if I remember. I'm so sorry if I forget. I have got loads of stir fry. I made Abe a massive stir fry for his packed lunch today, and I've made loads extra so that Romy could have it when we go out today. So I'm going to quickly plate up some stuff for Romy. So I'm thinking stir fry is good. Okay, I might share some with her as well. Okay, we are just about to head out the door, and before I do so, I want to quickly show you what I made yesterday. I'm going to film it for you guys at some point. These are 2-ingredient truffles, and they're amazing. The star ingredient is plantain, and it's blowing my mind. I'm going to take these as a snack. Do you want some more? Come here, sweet pea. Romy's still very tired. Do you like Mummy's chocolate truffles? They're very good. They're very good. Okay, so I've just got my raspberry bake here. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that thing. Oh my gosh, this is going to be such an incredible breakfast. High protein. Fantastic for weight loss. Super satisfying. Low calorie density. Oh. No sweetener, you guys know. I go banana. Delicious. Are we going to go to the park? So as you guys can see, I am going out and I'm going prepared with things that are delicious to me. I actually have zero interest in whatever that little cafe has where we're going, but what I am excited about is those chocolate truffles and some delicious quinoa bake. So I'm going well prepared. And I'm also downing a quick little carob drink before we go, so I don't have to bring my water. Travelling light. Okay, off we go. So we are just here and we're doing some Connect 4 and we're just playing and we're just chilling. And I'm getting a bit hungry, so I'm going to tuck into this lovely quinoa bake. Hello guys, so we're now back at home. Romy's been asleep on me for like an hour or so, and I need to leave in about half an hour. So I was going to get started and do some dinner prep and like do some lunchy stuff, and I always forget that Romy just has a massive nap, so time is not my friend today. So I was going to do some more pineapple fried or unfried rice because I really fancied that, but I haven't even got any rice made up, so I can't really do that. But I did buy this kale, and I do have really nice ripe avocados, so I thought I would do a lovely avocado kale salad. I don't even know if I've got anything else that could go in it, but I'm going to go to the fridge and let's just figure it out. Let's have a look and see if there is anything else we can put in this, because obviously I don't want to just have that. Right, I've got a small bit of cucumber. Oh, I could definitely do a bit of grated purple cabbage. I've got some coriander. Would that go? Yeah, all right then, let's go for coriander. And, oh, I'll tell you what, maybe like some tiny broccolis, grated broccolis. I mean, I don't really have much else going on, so it's going to have to be a bit of broccoli. And then I've also got, it's a very bare fridge at the moment because we've got Rutherford coming tomorrow. I've also got some leftover mash. I could have it with leftover mash if fancied, but I'm really in the mood for some like crispy beans. So I do have some chickpeas in the freezer, so I might bring those out and I might crisp some of those up, and then I also need to make a massive hummus. So yes, those are my plans. Let's do it. Okay, before I actually get started on lunch, I'm just going to do a little bit of dinner prep because we are going to have moussaka this evening. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slice up these aubergines like, kind of like, you know, 1/2 centimetre or something. And I'm going to stick them in the oven for 20 minutes before we go out, just to soften them up a little bit, just put a little bit of salt and pepper and stuff on them. And then that means when we get back, I can, oh my God, this knife is rubbish. I can really just get cracking with the recipe. Say I got what I deserve. I woke up on the wrong side. My husband James is very into country, and he plays it constantly. And so all I can think of are country songs. But I really love them, to be honest. Let me know if you guys love a good country song down below. While I'm in the kitchen anyway, I'm going to put on some lentils in the Instant Pot as well, just for general usage, because I need to start using lentils more often than I do, and also because I'm going to put it in my moussaka this evening. So make the most of the time that you've got in the kitchen while you're chopping whatever, fruit and veg, or doing something. Just try and think ahead to the next couple of meals and think about what you could put in action right now to help you out later. Is that called a green lentil? Is that green lentil? I don't know. I need to figure out how to cook it in the Instant Pot. I found these chunky, like what they call beef tomatoes in the fridge, hiding. So I thought I'd chop them up and put them in some salad. I decided I cannot be bothered to defrost any beans. It's amazing how lazy people are. But what I am going to do is, if these lentils that I've just put on beep before we actually go, which I think they will because I've only put them on for 7 minutes, then I'm just going to whack some lentils in there, and hopefully that'll do the trick. Okay, we're going to go in with this full bag of kale because I feel like it's going to wilt down quite a lot when we add our dressing in. So I'm going in with about, I don't know, maybe like 1/3 of an avocado, maybe, I think. Now, I don't usually eat a lot of avocado in one sitting. However, I know I'm not really going to be having any other healthy fats for the rest of the day. I haven't had any for breakfast. Well, I haven't really had much for breakfast. There was a tiny bit of flax in the quinoa bake, but it was minimal. So this is going to kind of be my healthy fats for the day. So that is pretty good. I try not to look at it on a meal by meal basis, more on a full day kind of basis. Okay, garlic going in. I'm going in with lemon juice and some nutritional yeast. Okay, there we go. Oh my God. That has blown my mind. Oh my God, so simple, and yet blooming delicious. A quick massage. You guys all know that you need to massage kale to within an inch of its life to make it nice and wilty, otherwise it's going to be darn chewy. But I was just mentioning that in case anybody didn't know, that's what you do with a kale. Okay, I need to go right now, but I first need to take a picture of this bad boy, so let's plate up. Okay, so I've added some purple cabbage, loads of coriander, and now I'm just going in with a few little edamames. There we go. That's going to be my starchy goodness. There we have it, beautiful salad. Now I'm going to stuff it in a Tupperware. Oh man, that was a mad rush out the house. Anyway, I brought my salad with me. This salad is so delicious. Sometimes you can just throw crazy bits of veggies together, and as long as the dressing is good, you are golden. I'm not actually super hungry. It's about 3:10. Not super hungry, but I've got my salad anyway. And I've also got loads and loads of apples and pears, just in case I get like super starving, because there's not loads of starchy goodness in there. There is a bit from the edamame, but I thought in case I just need some more like energy, I'll go fruit. I would have loved to add the lentils, but they were not ready yet, unfortunately. And I didn't have anything prepped up. That is the problem with not having anything prepped. You can't throw it together quickly. So in hindsight, I should have had something prepped. But anyway, did pretty good under the circumstances. And yeah, hopefully I'll actually have a chance to eat this, but let's see. We're back from swimming and it's nearly 6 o'clock. I wasn't anticipating to be back quite so late and I am hungry. I did not have a chance to eat all my salad. I had an apple in the car, but then when Romy saw me eating an apple, she screamed because she wanted it. So I couldn't even eat my fruit until we got there. Anyway, I'm hungry is the point. What have I got? I've decided to quit the moussaka and instead I'm going to do something quick and simple. I've got some potatoes in here. I'm just going to boil up this head of cauliflower and then I'm just going to eat some of these lentils. Simple. So this is a perfect example of terrible planning for the day. I am very, very, very hungry and I find myself going and nibbling on all the weird bits of leftover stuff. I just ate a little bowl of yogurt and I'm just like super, super hungry. And I've just been like munching on these lentils and I'm like, oh, I could eat the quinoa bake, but actually my food's nearly ready and I'm going to hold off. I'm going to eat it properly. But this is what happens when you're not actually satisfied and when you let yourself get to that hungry place, is your brain goes out the window. It's weird. It's like a primal thing and you just like, whatever food there is around you, be it healthy or not, you just start like shoveling it in. So anyway, prime example, thought it was worth mentioning. But I have put, my cauliflower mixed in with my lentils. And I could not be more excited about that. Oh my gosh. Lentils are amazing. I was just munching on the lentils and I forgot how delicious lentils are. So I'm going to be getting some more lentils into my life. After I've done this meal plan work this week, I'm going to get cracking with my new bean or lentil every week, or grain or whatever I said I was going to do. But I think I'm going to turn to lentils because I am loving the lentils right now. Oh, I did just want to say, so don't feel bad when you're really super hungry and you find yourself in a pint of Ben & Jerry's. Don't feel bad about that. That's not your fault. It's just bad planning. So I used to think it was my fault and I lacked motivation. And it was like, oh my God, Amy, how could you do that? When you're a hungry person, you will eat everything. So yeah. I've just had the most beautiful bath ever and I want to show you my dinner this evening. So obviously I've got my cauliflower and my lentils and then potatoes. It is so simple, but sometimes I forget and I get caught up in recipes and I realise that food is just food. Put whatever veggies, whatever starches and legumes, whatever healthy fats you want on a plate. Doesn't have to make sense and then just eat it. So I'm just mega excited. But I tell you, this cauliflower and lentil situation, Romy is trying to escape. I'm trying to stop her with my knee. This lentil cauliflower situation is amazing. So simple. I'm going to be making it again and again. Why do I not include lentils? Please start adding lentils to your veggies because it's amazing.